Outer Orange.
I spy with my little eye a friend. Hi, welcome in. Today we're gonna be doing a what to buy. We're basically just gonna be looking at the new set and just kind of checking it out and looking at some cards that you may want to consider getting, some cards that might be good for future proofing, all that kind of fun stuff. So let's go ahead and do it. All right. So here we have the set. This is the Knights of Rebirth. This is probably one of the funnest sets that's come out in a hot second. The last couple sets have been kind of mid. And by mid, I mean like it's really been like just like one insane deck and a lot of in-between decks. And then this set, I feel like really opened up a bunch of decks. So let's go ahead and just start going by nation and just looking through what we have going on. Starting with Brang because apparently that's just the first one that came up on the list here. So here we have Brang. There is a new hero. So if you're a big Heroes fan, this is coming out. But before all that, I actually want to talk about some of the weird generics that we got. We always get these weird generics every set, and I really respect them because they're kind of fun. I just wish they were slightly better sometimes. But for instance, we have this new order, and a lot of nations got like an order like this one. So this one says you can cast one, shuffle your deck, choose a grade from 1 to 3, declare, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, put all cards that declared are grade into your hand among them and discard the rest. That's also really cool. So you basically just have like a weird toolboxy kind of card if you build your deck a certain way. Like since we have like a ride deck, you can technically build your deck however you want to build it. So you can just run a bunch of grade 2s or 1s or whatever, and this will always proc. This is a very interesting card that I thought I would highlight, and every nation got one of these weird order cards. So just FYI, been looking out for those. Yeah, this is one of them. There's like this guard circle one where you can counterblast, choose a trigger other than the OT, and you can call with guard. Every nation got one of those. And then there's also this, I believe this is grade 1. It's not this grade 1. It's a different grade 1. I'm trying to find it. It's this one. So every nation got one of these two. When this is placed on Vanguard from hand, if you have a grade 3 or grade 2 Vanguard, choose one more normal unit with 1,000 solar from drop, and you put it above your deck and choose a card. If you choose a card, this gets plus 2k. It's kind of weird, but you can basically recycle cards with this card. And I can see in a world where some of these will become useful. Keep in mind, every nation got one of these. It's not just exclusive to this nation. So just FYI, they're kind of just out there for you to like experiment with. I think Premium might want to utilize these. It's basically some kind of, you could probably loop it's like a card that you really want with these. So it's kind of an interesting little thing. But let's go back a little bit and actually talk about some of the cards. So again, we got a bunch of new upgrades for some decks. So this is definitely an upgrade deck. So if you already own a bunch of decks, this is like the best set for you. I'm one of those people. This is why I'm so excited for this set, because basically a bunch of my decks just got randomly upgraded. It's great. Anyway, so the Moon deck got a big upgrade, so you might want to pick up your Moon cards. Probably don't want to pick up the secret, but you know what I mean. Also, B Hero got a lot of support. There's some B Hero cards. You guys literally got a new Vanguard to work with, and it's actually a very fast deck. And I just realized I just have a bunch of tabs open. Anyway, this is a very fast set, so you're definitely gonna very fast deck. So you're definitely, if you're into like, if you're really even playing the deck, this is a really good pickup for you. And then we also got Velstra support. I actually have not tested Velstra at all with the new stuff. I genuinely don't know if this deck is cooking right now or not. Might be, might not be. I don't know, but it's here for you to experiment with. So Velstra enjoyers, your dude's back, your homie's back. And then we also got this insanely good new Orphis card. Now FYI, there is a promo coming with this exact card, and it works so perfectly. And I'm just saying right now, Orphis is a real deck. Like it actually becomes a real deck with this new setup. This card is insane. It lets you get it gets your searches going. It's a 10k beater. On top of it, also getting you the Shadow Army token. You don't really need the Energy Blast cards. It also works from drops, so you can early rush folks. This card is nutso, and it's gonna be even more nutso once we get the new grade 1 promo, which is coming. I believe it's coming either July or August. It's coming really soon. So just FYI, Orphis players, if you've been wanting to play Orphis and you're playing BSF, just FYI, your time is soon. There might be a shot where this deck actually might perform for just a little bit. It's really strong. So I wanted to emphasize that because I freaking love Orphis. Like one of my favorite cards. Anyway, we also, like I said, we got some B Hero support in here, and then I believe that's really it. It's a bunch of B Hero, Moon, and random Orphis card support. I'm pretty sure. I don't think anything else is going on in Brangate. Ava doesn't really change too much because she already got her little promo card, and yeah, I think that's really it. Wow, this card's actually really pretty. It's a pretty card. I didn't even know that was a thing. I genuinely did not know about that card. That's a pretty guy. That's a pretty dude right there. Let's go over to Keter real quick. So I'm not going to showcase that grade 2 and grade 1 every single time, just because I think you get the drill. They're like in every single one. So Youthberg got a bunch of support this set. So if you're a big Youthberg enjoyer, you can play that. I will not lie, this deck doesn't feel anywhere near as fun as it used to. So I'm sorry, Youthberg fans. It feels kind of rough out there. I've been playing it myself. I'm kind of like, man, like what happened? What happened to Youthberg? Like it doesn't bond deck anymore. What's going on? Anyway, but for those guys that do really like Youthberg do want to play, go have at it, have fun. You do get literally a new guy, and you get to do exist, and you just got a bunch of stuff. There's also new Raziel cards, so if you're really big into Raziel, you can play this guy as well. This is the new bird that came out. I remember the anime was like teasing the freaking living bananas out of that bird. And then yeah, we got some more of these little supporting Youthberg cards, and then also a Houndriser got support this set, and it's actually pretty good support. So if you're really big into the Houndriser deck, this is a good card to pick up. Actually, it's actually really good, makes the deck a lot better, a lot smoother, and the deck's already really consistent, so this is definitely a really good pickup right here. And then we also got Cerulean support, so this is also, there's like I think another card with Cerulean that kind of helps with the multi-attack kind of thing. And then again, here's that order I was talking about. Like, remember I told you how like every nation got one of these. Here's the Keter one. This one basically lets you choose a grade 1. You can bomb deck it. If you choose 3, draw a card. So you basically bomb deck a bunch of grade 1s, and you just, you know, you just get to draw. So if you're playing like Blue Art or something, it's like a good little guy. Or if you want to recycle certain cards, or if you don't want to deck out, I don't know, it's just a little guy right here. And then we have this other little guy right here, another Houndriser card. So there's this guy too. Like I said, there's a bunch of little things in this set. It's really great. I really like that about the set. There's also, I actually forgot about this deck, but there's the Hexa Orb support in the set too. And I saw one deck that did like decent, so it might be a world where this deck actually performs. This is definitely a deck that I dropped like forever ago, and I'm probably not picking it back up anytime soon. So maybe there's some gas here. It's definitely a deck I'm not playing, so I don't really want to play it. No offense to it, I just don't care about it as much. I don't want to rebuild it. But anyway, long story short, that's basically I think the main gist of this. Keep in mind also some of the Ride got reprinted. So if you want to play the deck kind of nowish, keep in mind the Ride got reprinted with new effects. So just so you know, that's something I kind of keep on the lookout for. So yeah. Anyway, so that's basically it for Keter. Let's go over to Dark States. Dark States got some interesting stuff. This is probably the powerhouse nation. So this is nation that got probably the strongest support in my opinion. It might be Lyrical or this one. I don't know. I think this one just got a lot of good support. Maybe even Dragon Emperor. I don't know. We're getting to some of the stronger nations in my opinion. So when the new Brang came out, really insane dude. Like he just does so much. It's a very hard deck to play. So if you definitely don't want to pilot it, I don't recommend it. It's definitely, you have to be super confident in the deck to really optimize it. It is definitely not like an easy deck to pick up at all. It works between the bind zone, the soul, the board, the drop. Now there's a lot going on, so you got to keep on the lookout. But if you do want to play Blackmire, it's actually a really easy upgrade for you to own the deck. You really just need the wizard and Blackmire itself, and you're actually kind of done. Everything else you play is already there. Like it's already been in your deck technically. Basically you can run the Shenri clone, which is Philia, or you can also run the Energy Blast Echoes depending on how you want to run the deck. You can also run the grade 1 promo that lets you that forces your opponent to top intercept. So you do have a couple of small other options, but if you already own those cards, you literally just getting 2 cards in your deck's done. It's actually really easy to upgrade Blackmire right now, so that's really good. Also, Jeweled got a new restander, so if you're really big into Jeweled, this restander is actually nutso. It's really good. It's not restricted as much. It's actually very powerful. It makes your grade 3 turn a lot more stronger now. You get to draw a card, which is also really good because the deck was kind of lacking hand a little bit. It was like not bad, but just lacking hand. And as you see right here, you can CV1 and restand him as long as you get the cost going. And now we have the Philia clone. We have the Philia as well to kind of help with that soul condition, because I will not lie, sometimes it's kind of hard to get to that soul. Like sometimes you just miss it by 1, but now you'll just get there pretty easily, I feel. And then like I said, this draw is like kind of nutso. Like this draw is like super strong because we really had nothing to do with that energy, and now we do. So this is something else to kind of keep on lookout. So yeah, I do believe Jewel got a really good upgrade. We also got the master sets that literally just came out, so this is also like you can just take this and kind of add it on and you're good to go. I will say it's a little bit more expensive than the rest. I'm actually kind of surprised how expensive this is because people don't really play Jeweled anymore. It's not like that popular of a deck anymore, so I'm not really too sure why, but whatever. Anyway, so going on in, let's talk about some other cards. So we do have new Direful Doll support. We have a bunch actually, but I will say the best card of the deck is by far this one. This one is basically just actually really good. I kind of misread this card. I didn't think it was that great, and I'm definitely more interested in the card now. Basically, she says on place from hand, top 5, put a doll in soul. That's really good. There's actually a card exactly like this in V Premium. Like the first effect is exactly the same. So that's also really cool. The difference is the doll. Like it's a different doll that you put in. Anyway, and then this one on the rear guard circle, she basically, when something else gets bound, you bind her and then give 2 use +5, which is very important. You now can make magic numbers on your swings. And you have to just optimize it very carefully with how you're swinging. But that's basically the main 2 upgrades. But keep in mind, we also got a Direful Doll promo that also adds on to this card. So it's this card on top of the Direful Doll promo that you really want to do. I would recommend avoiding the Altea. She's just not really that good, but you definitely want the Constellata in your deck. She's just really good. Really good card. What is this? More Jeweled support, because we didn't get enough of it, apparently. So we do, unless you check top 7 for your little cards, you can still, oh, if you don't reveal a card, you're still charged. That's actually pretty nuts. Pretty good. Big card. Anyway, sorry, more Jeweled support in case you need more Jeweled support. There's also really random trial deck support in this one. Oh no, that's not trial deck support. It's the cat card. It's the cat card. Oh my god. I didn't even realize it was the cat. I thought it was the other one. I thought the name is so similar. The cat got support this set. I didn't even realize it. There's like an old Vanguard that got randomly support. It's a mask deck that no one plays, by the way, and it got support. That's so funny. I'm wondering if it's even good. If your bind has 2 or more, you draw a card. So this card reads really good. So it's from Soul. You can soul pass to one other card, and then you can call this to Rearguard Circle, and then it's on effect from Soul lets you get like it lets you draw a card, and it's from Soul. So that's actually really good. I'm kind of wondering if this deck's like a real thing now. It actually got other cards too. I don't remember off the top of my head what they were, but I swear this card got other cards as well. That's the black card. Really cool card, but not very played. I think it's this guy. Yeah, so this little guy. So this one says place your hand. You can choose a grade 3, blah blah blah, like the cat deck, and reveal it. And if you do, you cost counterplus 1 search your deck for up to 1 trigger that is not the over trigger, reveal it, put into your hand. So that's interesting. So you get to just kind of get your triggers. I don't know about this one too much. I don't know if you want to get your triggers out of deck, but it does work with the effect of what the card wants to do. So yeah. Anyway, long story short, apparently the cat deck got support. I didn't even realize that that's what it was. There's also this little guy. It's a very simple card. It says choose up to 1 card from your drop. Put this card and that card into Soul. Basically, it's just a Soul Charge 2, and you can really optimize it really well with some certain decks. If the downside is that the Stagger clone for Dark States isn't as good. If it was really good, this card actually be kind of nutso, because it's a grade 1, so you can actually utilize it really well. But anyway, that's basically it, I think, for this one. I think there's a couple like little scatters of like Blackmire support, stuff like that, but I don't think you really need them as much. And then I think we got some, this is that grade 1 thing that we talked about earlier. I think that's really it for this one. I don't think I missed anything. This one's kind of random. Once you use place from hand, you can choose Soul Charge and choose one of the following based on the grade. Grade 1 or less, boost 5 plus 5k. Grade 2 or greater, until the end of your opponent's next turn, this unit gets intercept and plus 5k shield. So yeah, that's also really cool. Another little generic that you can kind of just throw into your decks. So yeah, there's, like I said, there's a bunch of like random little baby love tapped everywhere. I really like it. So yeah, I really like the Dark States version of the set. I think it's really nice. So let's go over to Dragon Empire. Dragon Empire also got some good cards, but I didn't even realize it until like literally the other day. So the card I did know about is this card right here. This is Nermians. I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, if you're putting Dragon Empire and you don't have 4 copies of this card, get 4 copies of this card. This card is probably gonna go up. This card's really good. It says counterblast, check top 7 for a grade 3 or greater from among them, reveal it and put it into your hand. If you didn't reveal a card, you counter charge. And then if your opponent's rear guard was retired or bound this turn, she gets plus 5k. So she's really good because she literally searches the exact cards you usually need in Dragon Empire, which is like orders, because it just says grade 3 or greater card. It doesn't say what. So it gets your orders, it gets your persona, it gets like your certain pieces that you need, which there are decks coming up that are going to need these pieces. Just letting you know right now, like Vergilla is a big one. Even Overlord and a couple other decks also really like this card. So just letting you know, you're probably gonna want this card. So maybe not at 4, but you should definitely at least have 2. She is kind of at a decent price right now, but I can see her going up. So while you have the chance, just grab her. We have the new verbal card, which I completely forgot about. I totally forgot this. Like, I thought it was called Vortex this whole time because it looks exactly like Vortex Dragon, and I realized that it has a completely different name. So there's this new guy that came out. He's got a bunch of support with him. A lot of people are just innovating, having fun with him right now. So you can also have fun with him as well. He's really great. He seems really good, but yeah, he's just a guy. And then we got some random support for like some other decks, like the Griffey deck. So if you're into like some of the other support, like Cat Blaze and all that stuff, that's also kind of in here. We also got this random Scarlet Flame support, but I'm not gonna lie, it's not very good. This card has to hit. It's never gonna hit. It's never hitting. So just ignore that card. It doesn't exist. It's not a real card. And then we got a bunch of other like little this one, oh yeah, this is the Verpal card. So yeah, like I said, there's a bunch of little goodies in here. I'm not really too sure about anything else. Again, we got this new order. This is a named order though, so this one's a little bit different, just a tiny bit different than some of the other orders that the nation's got. So that one's a tiny bit different. I think no, this is the same one. Really pretty card. So Dragon Empire got some really pretty art recently. I don't know what it's with Dragon Empire, but they've just been getting some sick art. I think that's really it for Dragon Empire. I don't have much else to say for that nation. So let's go over to Lyrical. That'll be our next one. Looks like we're stopping on Stoicheia today, y'all. Favorite nation. So here's Lyrical. Kyrie came out. Obviously, that's my set 1 girl. Like, since the beginning. Like, I was literally been playing the deck literally since the trial deck came out, like before even Lyrical Monasterio came out. I've been playing with Kyrie, one of my favorite cards, and she just got like a mini upgrade. I'm actually really sad I have to dump my DSR because like this card's just better, and I have like the really pretty full art, you know, the full thing. I really want to get this because it's also full art, but I don't want to spend like $600 on this. Like that's like 6 decks, maybe even 7, depending on what I'm playing. Anyway, so yeah, anyway, looks to sure Kyrie got a lot of support this set, so if you're really big into Kyrie, she got a bunch. Whether you want to play the grade 4 or the grade 3 variant, there's just a bunch to work with for you, so have fun with all of that. We also got a little searcher, so this first effect's like pretty much good for any deck, so you can play this in any deck. And then the second effect is like more like Kyrie restricted because it's like a, you know, like a restander thing, so it's like kind of like a 2-in-1 little engine here. Feel your bride deck, which kind of sucks, but whatever. Anyway, if you want to say sure, you can search, if you whiff you counter charge, and then also you can restand her as well. And she's also a mermaid, which is very important because there's like some mermaid support with this as well, with their order effect and all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, you got a bunch to work with. I actually think this card's really underrated right now, the Prizzle. I think she's really good. I kind of read her as like, damn, 10k and I draw a card and I refill my soul, that's crazy. Like, that's so good. But anyway, so she's pretty good. And then we also got, I think we got this grade 1. I'm not the biggest fan of this grade 1. I feel like it's better with the Estes package, but if you're not running Estes package, this card's a little bit weaker. I think the plus 2k is like really nice if you have the Estes package going, because you have a constant 10k behind your Vanguard. But it's just my personal opinion. I think it's just a deck building style. Like, if you, depending on what you want to build, you can also put your cards back into soul with the Estes package, which means you can always have a refillable soul, which is also really good because the deck eats a lot of soul, like a lot, especially depending on the variant you build. We also got, on a different topic, we got the new Artisaria card. She's actually really good. It makes the deck better. I don't think that the deck's like insane with it, but it does make the deck better. This basically lets you get access to more Shadow Army tokens. Also, if your board doesn't get cleared, you can also use it as a way of shield. So this is just a really good overall card that got added to the engine. It makes the deck just a lot better. And also, one of my favorite decks on top of that got supported, which is the new Flam G. This card is so good. She's basically a little drummer, and she's really good. She helps you kind of make even bigger, better numbers. It also is another card with Flam Gene's carding, which means it makes the grade 2 that lets you check top whatever a lot stronger, because you have the board, a card, you have like a 4 of these on the board. The grade 2 will just basically find you anything, because you'll check like top 7 sometimes, sorry, top 6, that's the highest you can check. But you'll just randomly check like a bunch of cards and add whatever you want to hand. Really good. Flam G's issue is literally shield. If that deck had got any form of shield, it would like easily be like a tier 1 deck. Like, its literal issues that you just sit there in your 4-card hand, and your 4-card hand is like fake as hell. Like, it sucks so much, but the deck is so good. Like, the deck is so explosive, it's so fast, it retires on top of that. Like, it's a really good deck. The issue is really the fact that you don't want to go second, and you don't want your hand to be like super bad. So yeah, that's the deck. Anyway, so that's Flam G. We got this random kind of Pacifica support here. It's like Pacifica, but not. I don't know, this card's kind of weird. I don't like this card, but it is definitely meant for Pacifica. But yeah, you check that out if you're interested in Pacifica decks. And then we did get the Flam G card. I don't like this one as much. I prefer shield, so I'd actually run shield over this personally. I'd rather, like, in my opinion, I'd like them, like, you literally just anything else, like the blitz order, just anything else would be better over this in my opinion, but that's just my personal opinion. I really think you need to like sometimes you just have to live. Like, sometimes you need that one more turn, you know, and this card ain't doing it. So that's it. And then I think that's it for this one. We got this random order as per usual, and then we got this other Kyrie card. She's not as good in my opinion. And then I really think that's like the main gist of this one. Oh, this card's so pretty, but she's not really played, which is so sad. Anyway, I think that's it. And then last but not least is Sterkea. Sterkea got some interesting little bangers. I really like Sterkea this set as well. I'm actually really interested in building this one. I didn't realize just how fun this one is. So anyway, long story short, Maggie got support, the Lascaria deck got support, and Leonore got support. The Leonore support's probably the smallest, but the card's good. So a lot of people are like, oh my god, that's it. It's like, it's a really good card. So the Leonore got this card right here, but it's also a Magnolia card, so people are also unhappy about, which made no sense to me. It's like, okay, just, I don't know. Like, I don't understand the issue personally. I think it's fine in both. So anyway, long story short, this is an Energy Blast Cycler kind of card. Like, it plays like, if you discard it, basically, you get to just either Personal Quest or Energy, you can draw a card, and then also it lets you basically boost your numbers to make them a lot higher. And this is really important for Magnolia. Magnolia really needs this, but Leonore especially can actually pick like a random token and buff it up to like 20k power, and then the fairy can copy it, so it's like an additional 20k that the fairy will be copying, and you can just keep stacking that card, which makes it massive. It basically doesn't mean you have to run that grade 2 dragon anymore. You can like get away like from running that, but it's still good to run, but you can not run that card because that was like the thing that people would copy, but now you can copy like something that this stacks instead. So it's really good. I really like this one. I think it's a really good card for both. Magnolia really likes this depending on the variant you build. Like the mask variant doesn't have as good numbers, so being able to get to that 20k threshold matters a lot because that makes your dudes like a lot bigger. Grade 2 would be 20 and then other persona would be 30 basically, so it make it a lot better. And then yeah, this was so that's the version. The issue with Magnolia is that Magnolia doesn't like the grade 1s as much, or prefers grade 2s, so this card kind of doesn't hit as hard or doesn't do as well, but the energy cycling, like the drawing, is like really impactful. So that's like the big thing, is the fact that it gets to draw and then also utilize it for drop. So overall, really useful card. So then also the new Maggie came out. It's just a new Maggie with basically just old Maggie but better. Just better Maggie, and this card's really good in my opinion. I do think I prefer the grade 4 engine or the mask engine over the pure Magnolia engine, but I don't think Magnolia engine's bad. You just really needs a persona, and I really hate the fact that they lock this card behind a persona. I think that's like the biggest thing that I'm not a fan of. It's just something I was kind of like, do we really need to do that? Like, I really don't see why we did that, but we did it. So that's the only thing I'm not a fan of. Like, Kyrie didn't get restricted, but this card did for some reason, which is kind of funny because Kyrie used to be the one that was restricted to persona, and now it's the other way around. I don't really get it. I personally I don't think it was needed, but that's just personally, that's my little harp about it. And then we got some Wiscaria support. I will not lie, I haven't been playing Wiscaria too much recently, though I did buy everything. I got everything ready and I just haven't really been playing it. I'm not like I'm not the biggest fan of like stally type of decks. That's kind of what it is, but this card is so pretty, it looks so good, that I'm really hoping that the Wiscaria fans are enjoying it, because god, like Wiscaria has some of the prettiest art, I swear. And then after that is a bunch of Magnolia support. There is some Argo Siren support as well. There's 2 as well, so keep a lookout for that. And there's also this Garner's Treasure, which is actually kind of a good card. It says like it's a grade 1, and then we are getting the new manga Stegra clone, which is the one that says if you play an order, you can so much check top 5 color card, and then she has a second effect for specifically for Stoicheia where you can stun something for a turn. So anyway, long story short, you can play like order packages with this, and this is actually a card you can actually play order packages with. So one is you can just call a token. If you do, guess what, now you get to check top 5 and do whatever with the Stegra clone. But then also you can retire a token, check top 3, choose up to 1 grade with less than equal to your Vanguard, and put into your hand. It goes to your hand, so that's also really cool. So you can also get cards to your hand as well with this card. So I think this is really cool. If there's too many tokens you have on the board for playing a very heavy token deck, this is a really good way to utilize that. So I actually think this is a very cool, interesting tech to kind of be adding into future decks. So I do think this little Garner's Treasure is going to start coming up somewhere. Not exactly sure where, but I do see a world where people will be playing it. Other than that, we did get some Flagberg support. This card's actually good, unironically. It's just, you know, Flagberg just really needs a new Vanguard. It's just so outdated now, but this card actually does help. It says if you have a Great Thief Flagberg, then you just entry blast to choose a card from your drop out of rear. Really good effect. So you get to just call whatever you want. That's great. You don't have to run Silcon as much now, and if you have a Great Thief or Greater Flagberg, it also gets boost. So really good card overall. Unless you get anything back from your drop to the board, which is usually important because usually you're getting your restanders, and now you can pop off and be a true king. It's great. We just need a new Vanguard. Come on, literally every support just says Flagberg. It doesn't even say what kind of Flagberg, just literally says. I think there's like one card that specifically asks for that specific Flagberg, but everything else just doesn't care. Well, just give us a new Flagberg already. I think this deck would be so good with a new Flagberg. Anyway, other than that, I think that's really it. Argo Siren, keep a lookout. Some Magnolia support here, then, you know, some counterblast and all that kind of fun stuff. But yeah, I think that's really it. I think that's it for this one. Last but not least, we did get the this guy's so pretty, such a pretty card. What's this? Is this the That's a Leonor card. I don't know. We never got a little shield card. And I think that's it. But we do have one more thing to talk about. Now, last thing I want to highlight is the Bang Dream support. Now, this set did get the new Morphonica cards. So if you want to play Morphonica, now is a good time because there's reprints in here. On top of it, you can play the old Morphonica deck. You can play the new Morphonica deck, and you can also play whatever the hell this is. I actually don't know what this does or what its purpose is, but it apparently like becomes your Vanguard or whatever, but it's in the order zone. It's really weird. I don't know. It's a really weird one. It's like a Forte one. I don't know. It's really weird. I've seen like one build with this. I don't really get it, but just letting you know, this is also a thing. But anyway, long story short, we got a new girl here. It's great. It's so much better than the old one in almost every way. So you can play this. You actually can play the old one. Some of the songs here are for the new and for the old deck. So you can kind of pick and choose which one you want. On top of the fact that the heals and the fronts and the draws and the PGs, I believe everything got reprinted for Morphonica as well. So you can also get everything you need for at least that. I think even the old grade 2s and grade 1s got reprinted. Yeah, they did. So all the old cards, like the old singers and stuff like that, also got reprinted. So you can literally play the deck again, like from scratch. You can build it out and like play it out. So just keep on the lookout for this. I do think this deck's really fun. So if you're really looking forward to it, it's a good time to grab it. It's really cheap right now, and it's actually not a terrible deck. It's actually pretty decent. It has a really cool mechanic where you like discard some cards to make your opponent attack a different unit, and your dudes have like a bunch of like resist and all this stuff. They can also attack in the back row. They get persona power. It's really cool, so check it out. Anyway, that's it. That's all I have for this video. I wanted to kind of break down for you guys this entire set. There's a lot of goodies in here. I think this is a really, really fun set. I think I've built or rebuilt or upgraded like at least 12 decks now. That's how much value there is in this set. So I think it's a really fun set to check out and have fun with. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching Vanguard.shop. He does sell everything I just showcased to you guys. Everything you guys just saw, he has on his website. You can also check it out. He also has it on here, though he's stepping away from TCG Player. He's not a big fan of it anymore. I understand. But anyway, long story short, he's got a bunch of stuff at Vanguard.shop. Code Orange, you can save yourself some money using my code with all that goody stuff. If you want some more saving, you can also check out BCW Supplies. Use code 10, Orange 10 to save yourself some money there. And then, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in our future video. Peace out, das vidania, and bye.